This is part 2 of my narrative, Caucasian Animals That Look Like Human Beings. This narrative is to help concerned African Americans and people of African descent to recognize and understand the nature of the beasts who have them under their control. Remember, Caucasians are animals that look like human beings. They have inherited recessive genes from their ancestors. Caucasian ancestors are a part of a subhuman group called the Neanderthals. Their ancestors fed off of glacier soil that lacked the necessary nutrients and minerals. These nutrients and minerals were necessary in order to make them be more human. This left the Caucasians with unstable minds and contributed to their many psychoses. In today's society, mass media such as the TV news stations consistently report negative or false news about African American people. One reason this indoctrination tactic is used is to justify the killing of innocent black people by Gestapo, KKK race policemen. The mass media wolves usually encourage coon-head, retarded, backwards African American people to describe negative news about their own people. Mass media also use negative indoctrination when talking about African Americans. This tactic is used repeatedly in order to poison the mind of the public so that when white society and the KKK race police attack black people, it will be justified. Genocide is ethnic cleansing that is being used to kill African Americans and people of African descent. Genocide is a plan that mental disordered Caucasians put in operation since slavery ended. The extermination or annihilation of Africans people is in effect throughout the world. Caucasians are master achievers in all destruction, and they have been successful thieves and murderers in dominating and controlling most of the world's resources by murder. Caucasian animals always work as a pack. Corporations, government leaders, political leaders, scientists, law enforcement are all a part of a wolf pack. The wolf pack sometimes is called alliance. An alliance is an association of a group or union formed for mutual benefit between organizations or countries. The North American Association is an alliance. Israel and the United States is another alliance. America's disgraceful founding fathers were slaveholders and mentally disturbed. Some of the most important figures in American history that Caucasians hold in high regard today were criminally insane. They are the Caucasian founding fathers. None of these Caucasian animals' writings or beliefs on race hold any true merit. Their racist writings were not scientifically true or socially true. The race beliefs that each of these psychosis Caucasian founding fathers, who were morons, started having to do with races or people have no validity. Their historical writings were accepted by ignorant, racist, white American Caucasians to deliberately dehumanize African people and to justify their inhumane treatment of the African slaves. Caucasian races, American idiots, accepted these delusional theories as a science and as a history. The white public believed these psychosis morons' writings and their idols' idiotic beliefs. America's psychosis, founding fathers' distorted theories are written down and glorified in history today. These historical, mental disturbed founding fathers' mystical writings are only based on what these racist idiots thought or felt about different groups of people. The inferior Caucasian founding fathers are proudly respected and accepted by psychotic white racists. Americans' historical founding fathers played a major role in spreading hatred towards black people and greatly impacted how the American white society and other ignorant racist groups around the world feel about African people today. George Washington, the first president of the United States, had a large plantation with many slaves. John Adams was the only president who was the second president of the United States who did not own any slaves, according to history. Thomas Jefferson was the third president of the United States. He was the author of the Declaration of Independence. He was a slaveholder of a lot of slaves, and he fathered children by a young girl named slave Sally Henson. Sally was slave Sally Henson. He fathered over 6 of her children. James Madison, he was the 4th president of the United States, a slaveholder, and he was the father of the Constitution. He said that an African slave could be counted as only 3/5 of a man, and blacks were property.